week two, I say week two. This is all right. This is the second promo cast for Life is Check, Check is Life. This is the second promo cast. And I say week two of the song being out, people, I got to be honest. This song has been out since the 20th of May, 2025. When I recorded the first one, the intention was to promote it. That is what I made a promo cast for. I thought I was doing something. I thought I was slick. I messed up again. I messed up yet again on a release. Thank God it's not really a song that I'll play. That I'll be playing like that. I want I think it's more of a listening song than it is a bump. Hey, have you heard this? This is a personal song. So it does mean something to me, but I had no problem letting it go because I want medium sized labels and baby labels to see what I can do. That's why I'm doing this. I hate the internet. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to explain myself to a computer. You know, I think that if I were to be like interviewed or something like that, when that kind of day comes, that'd be sick for somebody to ask me questions. You know, I say I don't like the service industry. I think that's a lie. I like serving people. It's just that I don't like doing that shit. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Not this. Excuse me. Right? I don't want to do fill in the blank. You probably got it. Yeah, I probably don't want to do it. Fill in the blank. If it ain't got nothing to do with me making music and putting out music and playing shows, I probably don't. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And I'm doing all these job interviews right now, and I'm having to. I'm not lying. Obviously, there are certain. Obviously, I got to have a job, right? Let's just call a spade a spade. I got to have a job right now, for right now. Yeah, yeah, we speaking in yets around here. Um, uh, yeah, I know I have to have a job, but they're asking, is this something you think you might be interested in? It's like, bitch, I'm probably just gonna say yes, cause I don't know if that thing that I really would probably like to do is gonna call me back. They haven't called me back yet, and so I have to tell you yes. Hey, workforce, we're gonna get into it later. Yeah, we're gonna get into it later. You're on the board. You're on the board. You're on the board. You're on the board. Texas Workforce Commission, you're on the board. Texas Workforce, you're on the board today. Y'all, we're probably going to do about 40 minutes. I think I'm going to cut a bit of the front part out, and I'm shortening this up in the front so I don't got to get into it and do any cutting, because I don't like to do this. I hate doing this. I am just here to get signed. I am just here to put out content in a very base way. Base way. Like Bill Burr. Like Bill Burr. Bill Burr's podcast has not changed one bit. Oh, okay. He'll have guests on. Maybe I could do this and can give me more light. Sometimes he'll have guests on, and he'll put it on camera. Bill Burr. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Yeah, star power, baby. Star power. Star power. Um, Life is Check, Check is Life. Y'all, the song has been out since May 2025. I messed up yet again. I messed up my release because I am in charge of my release, because that's what I have to do as an artist, as a producer, as a DJ, as a past musician. I have to be the one to set up the distribution of my song, because it's all on me, baby. 100% on me. I made this decision when I left the beloved band Traded Youth. Shouts out to the boys. Lee Thompson, Andrew Bickford, Sheldon, Wells, Matt Sounds, my guy. My guy. um, when I left the band, it was because I wanted to get into electronic music. This is pre-COVID. This is tail end of 2019. I thought I had something, and I wasn't even really into house music yet. You told me that it would have been like this at that point, bro. I probably would have just gone back to school. If a Fairly Odd Parent could have came and said, "There's going to be a mass," I know you're feeling the music that you're making right now. It's electronic. It's different. It's not house yet. It's not the rock music that you're doing, and it's a little bit of 80s infused. It's a little bit of LCD sound system infused. Fairly God Parent continues to tell me, I know that you're really feeling this right now, but there's going to be a massive worldwide virus, and it's going to affect your life as a musician. It's going to affect things beyond what I might even be able to tell you as a Fairly Odd Parent. But I will tell you this as the Fairly Odd Parent in 2019, talking to little Miles Joyner. She says, I will tell you that you will have to make breakdown videos because people are going to be doing it in the pandemic, and you want to get on it now. And you're going to have to make breakdown videos of your beats. You're going to have to get in touch with your side as a content creator, not just a person that just posts on Instagram because you like this picture you took earlier, or this looked like what you were doing earlier. The raw fun that you were having earlier was nice. Just post something of that. Document the journey, as my stepdad would say when he was managing our band. And we didn't want to do it because we hated social media. We hated the internet. In Traded Youth, we hated it. We wanted nothing to do with it, man. Nothing. And we fought my stepdad tooth and nail about it. And I called my stepdad 2 months ago and said, man, I wish I'd have listened to you. He was my Fairly Odd Parent. My stepdad, shouts out to you, Pops, told me that we needed to be documenting the journey, making content, putting it on YouTube's, yada, yada, yada. And we did not do it. We didn't do it. We were being hard-headed. And here I am trying to play catch-up. The music guy is trying to play catch-up. Can you... Jesus. Ew. Like, guess who's coming to dinner? It's the musician. It's the new DJ. It's not even a black guy anymore. It's not even like just like a black guy, because he could be doing anything. He could be a doctor at this point. Black people are advancing and still being held back at the same time. It's crazy. But yeah, it's not even about just being black anymore, bringing home a black guy. It's just about you just brought home a DJ. 30 plus DJ. Yeah. And like that's the new guest who's coming to dinner. But I don't feel. I mean, other people feel that. I don't feel that way. Y'all don't even be knowing your favorite DJs are 30 plus, are 40 plus, are 50 plus, and some 60 plus. Yeah. Talk to me when you look it up. Yeah. Talk to me when you. And so yeah, I botched the release. Let me wrap it up. I botched the release, all because I don't have a manager. Yeah, I don't have a manager, and And if, you know what? Let me say this. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's do it. Let's do it now. It's episode 2. Let's do it now. If you're not good at music, but you like being in music, you like being in the music scene, you like being around music, you still want to keep your friends in music, but you deep down inside know you're not good at it in any way, man. Yeah, let's just call it spade a spade. You're not good at it. If you know that, I ain't talking about us who know it, because we already know it. I'm talking about you. When you finally know it, you say to yourself, I could do something different in music. Something in the BTS realm. Enough of me trying to have people stroke my ego and force a square into a rectangle. You still a shape, dog. Come on. You still a shape. Just because you a rectangle, don't... You ain't a square. You're still a shape. And you can be a part of the shapes. We need you to fit your rectangle into the rectangle thing. We need managers. We need booking agents. We need people who actually care about music, who are actually booking people in music in these venues that we're all playing at for shekels and drink tickets and hey, I'll tell you who didn't do that to me this weekend. Shouts out to the Singularity crew. Not a golf clap, a clap, a round of applause to the Singularity crew for taking care of your boy this past Saturday. I found out about the gig after I recorded episode 1, right? And they took care of the kid. But, you know, there's people out there who don't act like them. You know why? Because they're DJs and they're producers and they care about music. But there are people involved in music that are booking DJs and musicians and of the sort and don't care about music. What kind of bass backwards crap is that? How does that make sense? The DJ, the musician, the music entertainer has become the new clown, unless you're not. Unless you're not. That's how people are looking at you. When you come to dinner, when she brings you home to dinner, when they bring you home to dinner, when he brings you home to dinner, I done got all y'all too. I done fit all y'all in there too. People up today, what's happening? What's really happening? When they bring you home to dinner, and you tell and they tell their parents, you know, oh, they're a DJ, they're a musician, and you start disclosing facts and intimate things about your life as such. And you get judged by people who don't even know you, don't even know what you can do. And this is why we need to be living our truth. I truly feel like, y'all, I'm living my truth, at least as a producer. I got a lot of compliments on Saturday from people at the show. I got a lot of good reception from people in the crowd. We had it rock. It was a good time. Shouts out to Singularity for not just showing me a good time and making me feel special, but really setting the tone. Now, I'll say this. I'll say a couple things. There are people that are, say it right, Miles. There are people out there that are not leading with love. There are people out here who are not leading with love. And I have fallen short of that. I have at times have been like, why is it not me up there? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna lie to you for. I mean, I don't want to be on the internet, but this is gonna go up. I don't want to lie to you. I have fallen short of that feeling, that envious feeling, that jealous spirit. Ooh, not good. No buenos. Mm-mm. Yeah, yeah, and so I we gotta be leading with love because good things will not come back to us unless we do. We gotta be as honest as we can be. Hey, Quince, Bubba, stop it, stop it. We gotta be as honest as we can be. We gotta be tripping right now. We gotta be honest with ourselves, and we gotta be honest with each other in some form of capacity, but lead with love. I'm just this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna because I don't want to cliffhang nobody. I am going to read two different text messages from two different people in lieu of the show with singularity. Another clap for singularity. Another clap. Another clap. Awesome. Um. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This. Let's do this. Let's do this. I appreciate you too, Big Dog. Seeing you there tonight playing your shit made me so. Ah, dang! I already cussed. Dang it! Dang it! Shoot! All right, let me reread that. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to cuss so I can monetize this at some point. All right. Message goes. I appreciate you too, Big Dog. Seeing you there tonight playing your stuff made me so effing happy, man. That's one text message. Love, baby. And I think you out there know who you are, and I love you, and I know you love me too, and we're gonna do great things together. Here's another text message of not the same ilk, and I'm going to only read my response to this person. I'm not going to read anything that they said to me. I'm going to read only my response. And I said, "Thank you, man. LOL. I think you do have what it truly takes to curate between hmm. Okay, I'm gonna reread this. I'm gonna omit some of this. I'm sorry. Thank you, man. LOL. I do think you do have what it truly takes um, to curate, a great scene in our city. Um, I'm trying to omit some words, and I just go. We all just have to lead, stay, and leave with love in all things that we do. House music is about love and everything that comes with love, like heartbreak, birth, death, grief, and rebirth. You truly, or yeah, sorry, I read that wrong. Sorry, I'm terrible at reading omitted messages. Um, you truly have what it takes. Just lead with love, and all things will come to us. I swear. I know that was terrible. I know I was probably to reading my own message, but omitting some parts of it was probably tough to hear. I'm sorry. Um, I don't mind apologizing to y'all, because I feel like who people who are going to be watching this are going to be people who are of the local scene here in Austin, and also people from back at home, Florida. Shouts out to Florida. Shouts out to Duval. But yeah, I don't want to lie to y'all. I don't want to lie to nobody, honestly. Um, hmm. Let's wrap that up. Let's wrap that up because let's wrap that up. All right. I think you guys get my sentiment about things in mute. Look, just want to wrap it up. Be honest with yourself. If you are not good at playing or making music, please step back. Please step back. Not just for me. There are other people. There are other people who I know are dogs who are being overlooked. Aside from myself. Aside from myself. Please step out the way for them too. And find a different role in music. Find a different role in music. We need you. You don't even get it. We need you. We need you. You need you. Your future needs you to switch the path. Your future needs you to switch the path so that you can truly step into like some sort of rightful purpose. I heard Tim Dillon say that you don't decide what we do with you. I agree with that. And so, and I'm gonna think all day and night that I deserve more as a producer and as a DJ, right? And maybe even as a musician. But I didn't stop going that path a little bit, and that's my fault. But I'm still making this music though. Don't you play? But what I'm trying to say is that I've lost my train of thought a little bit. I hate that. What I'm trying to say is that be honest with yourself. We need you to find the right role so that this could be like the water cycle that we learned about in in middle school, in elementary school, that we learned in school, the water cycle. You know, we need the evaporation, we need the condensation, we need the other sensations, y'all. Other two, there's four of them. But we need all of us. Yeah, we need some roles to be filled. You tell me the last time you met a manager of an artist, of a local artist. I will shut up. I'll shut up. I'll shut up. I'll shut up. When you come back to me and you tell me when you find a manager of a local DJ or producer or musician in Austin, Texas. Let's not use Jacksonville. I love you, baby, but let's not use y'all as home as an example. But Austin, Texas. I mean, I'm here. I am here to be noticed. I am here to be in a bigger scene. I am on the internet to be noticed, so I can have the life I want. You know what I'm saying? One day I don't want to do this shit. You know, stuff. Damn. Shoot. Tell me, let's be 5 different managers or one manager that has 5 clients in our scene, and I'll shut up. And he's taking a cut from anything that he or she has his hands on. They're taking a cut from anything that they have their hands on. That's all I'm asking. That's all I kind of want to start me off, is somebody to get me to the next level. And here's a cut for doing so. Business, baby. Business. Business. You know, we get out there as these DJs, and if we get done, and it feels like we didn't even conduct business. Thank you for the drink tickets, by the way. Thank you for enabling my alcoholism. Oh, by the way, I don't drink. Yeah. Are these drink tickets for Sprites and Cokes? Huh? Yeah? No, they're not. So what else are you going to give me? I don't drink. You know, establishment. Y'all are in the way. Y'all are also in the way. Y'all are also in the way. You're in the way. How do you sleep? You're in the way. How do you sleep? You're in the way of people that care about music, that actually live, breathe, sleep, and bleed this stuff. And you're in the way. How do you sleep? I'm even talking about y'all. Hey, if you got dance music coming through and you got chairs, you're in the way. You're in the way. You know why you're in the way? Because you're cutting off airtime from the people who are signed up with BMI and ASCAP. Yeah, play the house music from the house that you control in the back of the house. BOH. Give the people who have made music some airtime so they can get their shekels from the people at the top. Oof, the 3 majors. So, because we need all our shekels from the music business. And we don't, and I need you to prioritize a bit better. How about you just move the chairs? Move the chairs, because we also don't want to take pockets out of those musicians who are coming through and playing for people who are eating clam chowder and cocktail sauce with shrimp and sweet teas and Long Islands. Asking the waitress, hey, you think you guys could turn it down? Hey, do you guys think you could turn it down? Yeah, we just can't hear each other talk. Who is to blame? Who is to blame? The patron? Oh, and that's what you guys do. That's what you guys do. I remember as a musician, we would be in, you name it, bruh, along the East Coast in Florida. You name it. Corky Bells in Palatka. I'm coming for you. Corky Bells in Palatka. I'm coming for you. Nah, Corky Bells never made issues. I'm not doing that to y'all. I actually acted up there. Nah, the dude who had me in the band acted up there. I should throw him under the bus. Cocoa Beach. I'm coming for you. No. Coco's is always cool. Always cool. Always a good time. I should be able to remember some of y'all's names, but you know what? You're unremarkable. You're unremarkable. Yeah. Yeah, shouts out to Corky Bells. Shouts out to Coco's. They never gave us problems. But it's you guys, and you know who you are, and I don't know how you sleep at night when you separate the musician from the patron. When you got us hating on each other. Because they want us to turn it down, and we hate them now. When it's you for putting the tables here. Get the tables out of the way. Get the tables out of the way, because you steal the chance to dance. You steal the chance to dance. And so it goes for all y'all. It goes for all y'all. If you got chairs and you got music coming through, you're in the way. You're in the way of making these musicians and DJs feel a sense of self-worth. Because it's not just about the money. The money feels all right, but I felt like a clown. The entire time, I felt like a clown. And if you feel good about that, I just think you're a sorry sack. You're a sorry sack. Yeah. We getting after it today on Ep 2. We getting after it today. What's next? R.I.P. Sly Stone. This will Texas workforce. We're coming for you later. The floors for Sly Stone. We're coming up on the 40-minute mark, and I promised. Even though I said I'm going to cut out some of that from earlier, so I guess it won't be 40. We're coming for you next time, Texas Workforce Commission. We're coming for you next time, Texas Workforce. I got something to say. And I'll say this. I'll just say it really quickly, and we're going to get back to Sly Stone because he deserves the time. I'll say this about you. Not just Texas. Any establishment, any owner, any of y'all, any top tops of the bottom. And I know some of y'all at the bottom have tough decisions to make. I understand that. I can empathize with that. Uncle. However, I'll say this. If you have stippies on your hiring on your hiring process, if you got stipulations at the wazoo on your hiring process, and you're not doing at least semi-annually 2 entry-level hirings a year, so that's 4. That's 4 a year, entry-level. And barring those 2 didn't work out, because I'm not. Yeah, if the 2 worked out, I'm not saying that, especially depending on your situation. But if you're out here, hey, you're dealing with kids who and I love y'all. I'm not being a classist right now. But if you, as an establishment, I'm talking to you, if you're dealing with kids who are coming out and you're hiring them, they went to UT, they went to UT Saw, they went to T State, and they acting up on you, right? They acting up on you, one by one too. Yeah, they acting up on you, and you are denying entry level applicants. Suck it, 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 suck it. It's your fault. That you're not, and what you're not doing is advancing the workforce in the United States. You are not helping the employment rate of the United States. You're not helping the employment rate of the United States if you're not hiring entry level at-alls in your establishment, because how to save a life, you had no around down low. Look, man, yeah, you're not out here saving lives. Yeah, and so I don't want to see you being the biggest Libby that you can be. I don't want to see you, even though all that is a farce. I'm never going to get into that crap. I'm never going to get in that crap with you guys. But a Libby's a Libby. And I'm not a reppy either. I'm nothing. I'm a sack of crap. Produced by the USA, baby. Yeah. I'm an African American who feels this. I'm feeling this. And I'm feeling this. Shame on you if you aren't hiring entry-level people who at least got a good resume. You know what I'm saying? I took my resume to my old lady who used to be in HR. She knows what the other side looks like. And you mean to tell me my resume is not looking good? All right, and we'll touch it up again. We'll do it again. I'll bother her about it again. And if it doesn't work this time, then it's you. It's you. Because chat says it looked good. Baby says it looks good. I think it looks good. My mom thinks it looks good. But you don't think it looks good. You don't think that I can be trained. Oh, hey, haven't we all felt this? I mean, haven't we all felt like we go to an establishment and we deal with the person who we know has a degree, and they were just no way someone handed you a degree. No way someone handed you a degree. You walk out of that establishment like, not only, yes, someone handed them a degree, but they got the job because of it. If you're walking out thinking that I'm talking to you, I want you to get mad about it, and I want you to put the pressure on them. And we're, you know what I will do eventually at some point and none of this has been about life is check and slide. None of it. But it's all been about money. By the way, we got to get back to Sly Stone. But I'm talking to you out there, and I'm talking to you establishments. Shame on you if you're not doing entry level, if you're not really delving into entry level applicants, or just looking at people with no experience, but they're at least coming correct in the application process. Shame on you. All right. Sly Stone. What a life. What a life. What a life. What a life because of what he left behind. What a roller coaster life that guy went through. How about a comp? How about an activist comp to Sly Stone? Fred Hampton. Yeah, Fred Hampton. Hey, play me a song. Don't call me Whitey, Ninja. Don't call me Ninja, Whitey. I don't know if I can say either of those, or I don't know if I should be able to say Whitey. I'm sorry, but I don't know if they've. But I'm just quoting the song, And you know, a lot of y'all do it all the time in your own car, not saying ninja. So suck it. But I'm also just quoting the song. Yeah, yeah, sucks, doesn't it? Sorry. I know y'all be saying it in y'all cars. Y'all ain't fooling me, bro. Um, uh, uh, yeah, but that was the song. Don't call me this. Don't call me that. And Will's having all kinds of people in his band: Asians, white folks, black people, all kinds of people in his band. But you know, Sly and the Family Stone was running like 7, 8 members deep. You know, deferring each performance, bringing in all kinds of different musicians. I would compare him to Fred Hampton because he was failed by America, as so was Fred Hampton, failed by America because he was trying to bring people together. Yeah, 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 yeah. They hate that. They hate when they want to bring us all together. Yeah, yeah, unity in the United States. There's unity in the United States. We gotta stop Fred Hampton and Sly and the Family Stone. Scott, it's getting windy out here. There's unity on the way. Winds at 106 miles per hour. Proof's in the pudding, y'all. I didn't shoot him. I didn't shoot him. J. Edgar Hoover did. J. Edgar Shooter sent his goons to shoot a 21-year-old man, if not younger. I think he was 21 or younger. He wasn't older than that. And his pregnant with his then infantile inside of the fetus son, Fred Hampton Jr. Thank God he made it. Thank God Fred Hampton Jr. made it. Right? And so let's get back to Sly. I think that my personal opinion is that the music business failed Sly. He was opted out of a lot of money. Hello, Aston Family Man Barrett. How are you, sir? Aston Family Man Barrett. How are you down there in Jamaica, man? It's making me crazy too, man, that they don't pay you, man. Sorry. All right, sorry. But yeah, just like that. Yeah, when you think about Marley, are you thinking about Three Little Birds? If you are, I hate that. Because you're really thinking about Steer It Up. And that's Aston Family Man's Barrett's fingers on that. That's his melody that he gets. By the Marley estate. Ziggy, Biggie, Diggy, Higgy, number 5, number 6, all of them. Won't give him his money. And so of the sort, I saw a documentary about Sly Stone a long time ago, around the same time that I saw the Amy Winehouse documentary, and I cried almost as equally on both. I cried on the Winehouse one way more because that was the UK that failed her. That's their problem. That's their problem. But it sucked. She was still a person, and I boo-hoo cried at that Orange Park theater. Shouts out to OP. Yeah, I cried, and I shed tears during that documentary about Sly Stone, hearing about how much money he was guys. I was being honest with y'all earlier, like saying that if you want to make a better music ecosystem, then you guys got to know about stories like this. You guys got to know about, and we need you to step down into better roles so that people like Sly Stone don't. I shed a tear today for that man. I shed a tear. I saw it getting back into the work truck, and I Pitchfork. Yeah, I learned off it on Pitchfork. And you're not going to hear about it on The Breakfast Club, sadly. You're not going to hear about it on the Breakfast Club. You might hear Ricky Smiley talking about it. You might hear Steve Harvey talking about it. You probably will. They'll probably mention it tomorrow in the morning. But I don't know. I don't know if Charlemagne and Jess and Envy and Lauren if they'll talk about Sly Stone. Hey, this is what I'm going to end on, please go listen to all my music. All right, before we get out of here, please, Life is Check is Life. I botched the release. I hate that, and I'm sorry about it. But please go check it out. Please, thank you. I love you so much. We're gonna end on the B Club. Shame on them for not giving more attention to different black artists and musicians and hell, DJs. Yeah, black DJs. Yeah, the ones right down the street in Chicago, the ones up the street in Detroit, the ones down the street in Baltimore with the step, with that that beat they got going, that Jersey beat. That I love it. I love it when guys down here play it. Shouts out to my dog Shiv. Him and his guys be getting into that stuff all the time at Coconut Club. I love it. What I'm saying is shame on them for not. All right, Reggie Watts. Since you asked, Breakfast Club, Reggie Watts, John Baptiste. Let's get into some Kamasi Washington, Christian Scott, Terrence Blanchard. Good God. Terrence Blanchard. Good God. Hey, Breakfast Club, you ever want to interview the guy who's behind all the Spike Lee music films? Ever? One day? Ever? Before we got to give him his roses at the end? Breakfast Club? Oh, it's ratchet interview after ratchet interview, pushing this political view on us, and instead of telling us to vote local. Breakfast Club, Charlemagne, since you're so smart, why don't you tell us to vote local? You have the power to tell us to vote local. You know it means way more. You know that. You should be saying it every day too. And you should be interviewing way more black musicians and different people in black music, not just rappers who aren't really doing that much good for our community, brother. Let's just call a spade a spade. And let's just call a spade a spade. We know who's making these decisions. And they don't look like you, Charlemagne. They don't look like me, Charlemagne. No, because if there's a 40, 50-year-old unk making decisions out there, he'd be like, man, why you got to talk about stuff like that? Or why you got to talk about our women like that? Or why you got to Nah, Charlemagne, they don't look like us. And they're getting us to sign these deals that we end up having to pay back that we didn't even know that we had to pay back because we thought that we made it. Mama, we made it. Shame on the Breakfast Club for a little bit. I think they can make it better. They can turn the tide. They can stop talking about Diddy right now. I thought that I thought that was going to be the OJ trial of my time too. I thought that. But it has lost its fire. We don't even care. He's just a freak. And so are you. And so am I. And so are you. And so am I. And so are you. And you too. And you. We all got a freak. We all got a vice. We all got a something that we like. Quit playing with me. All right, let's wrap it up. I want to thank y'all for listening, man. This was a heated one. If you didn't make it to the end, that sucks. Please go get Life is Check is Life. I didn't mean to hurt nobody's feelings. I tried to keep everything in an honest, in a perspective of coming from nowhere but love. And I've thought about a lot of these things that I've said today for a while. And I want to let you know that I'm trying to come correct on it. And yeah, I'm only here to get signed, by the way. I'm only talking this much because y'all want me to. Or somebody thinks I should. People who say that we should do content. So that's why I'm here. I want you to know that, okay? And I love you guys. If you're supporting me, man, thank you so much if you're out there actually pressing, adding, the songs. If you're actually commenting on the post. If you're actually sharing the post. I love you so much. Thank you so much. Goodbye.